Hello and welcome back to another episode of Shenzhen I. I'm not sure, but I think I'm gonna scrap what is more than an hour worth of not much progress on this next product that we need to work on, the remote kill switch. So I guess we're just gonna restart this. We're gonna pretend that that hour never happened. No, we're not gonna do that. I'm gonna show you what I've got and why it doesn't work, and then hopefully I'll be able to come up with something that does work within this episode, which is hopefully not going to be in excess of an hour again, but we'll see. Alright, so G wants something. He wants us to have a remote kill switch for autonomous systems for robots. This is in case of failure of the autonomous system. Of course, such a switch would not be needed if we always design the system correctly. We should make this. I'll create a transmitter and you will create a receiver. So I have this, and it's just a mess. I don't even know like what even breaks. I don't even remember. Let's run it quickly and see where it breaks. Oh yeah, it breaks right here. I remember. Okay, so we have a radio input that's connected to a radio receiver, and we have three simple outputs: power 0, power 1, power 2, and they are connected to high power switches that control industrial equipment. And we get data packets that look like this, basically. They're either -1, which means I should do nothing. Do nothing, it's a keep alive signal. Then there's obviously the -9 which is no signal at all. And then there's 0 or 1. And if you get a 0 or 1, that means turn off or turn on the next thing. So if you get a 1, 2, it means turn on 2. If you get a 1, 0, turn on 0. If you get a 0, 2, turn off 2. It's pretty simple, basically. And then there's also one more condition. Turn off all power outputs when 5 or more time units have elapsed without receiving a data packet. So if you get 5 -999s in a row, we want to shut everything off. And that's where things get sort of tricky, maybe. So what I have right here is I move the input into that. Then I see if it's 999, and if it is, I add a 1 to the counter. This is basically my time counter to see if I'm up to 5 time units already. And I jump to the end, and here I test if it is 5, and then here I would have to shut everything off, which I can't do from here right now. Well, I mean, I could basically do this and shut it off like that, which I can demonstrate as well. I just need this. Then it will shut off right here, I think. Yeah. The problem with this though is that when this shuts off, well, I guess we can't. Okay, let's go step by step. So if it's not a -999, then I reset ACK, the counter. So then I got a signal, so we need to wait 5 more time units to shut everything off again. That's that reset right there. Then I see if it's a -1. If it's a -1, I'm supposed to do nothing. But I got but I got a signal, so I'm resetting ACK, but I'm jumping to the end afterwards. And I don't think I can make that like more compact, because I need to know if it's 999, because then I need to add a 1, or if it's -1, I need to set it to 0. Maybe there's a way to make this smaller. That's not really the big problem though. I haven't really spent much time on this part. And if it's not a -1 that we got, then we got a 0 or a 1, and we just send that over here. So we send the 0 or the 1 that we got, and then we send the next, which is the 0, 1 or 2. We send that over too. And then here we sleep until we get something that makes sense. Then we test if it is a 1. So I'm not saving in here, because I'm trying to save lines, but yeah. So we test if what we got is a 1. If it's not a 1, then we want to jump to off, because if it's not a 1, it's a 0, and we want to turn off something. This doesn't make any sense right here, right now. I guess that was like a work in progress thing that never did anything. So I jump to off, and then here I compare what we got to 1. If it is, and this is pretty smart, I think. I don't know, it's pretty hacky in a way, but I like the way it works. If it is greater than 1, well, that's what the compares does. The plus is if it's greater than, and the minus if it's lower than. So is it greater than 1, then it's a 2, then we want to send 100 over here. Basically, 100. So we add a 90 and then add a 10 to get to 100. Or, oh, sorry, we want to turn off here, so we sub 90 and sub 10 to subtract 100 from ACK. And ACK is basically always the status of the thing. We save it here. Does that make sense? I didn't really explain anything very well here, but whatever. I hope you can get it. And then if it's lower than 1, then we want to subtract 1. So we add 9 and subtract 10. And if it's exactly 1, then it skips those 2 and just subtracts 10, which is the middle one. That's how we get either minus 100, minus 10, or minus 1 to ACK. And ACK is always, and then we just send ACK over here. And ACK is always either, yeah, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, or 1, 1, 1. I probably left out some options there, but yeah. Because it's either on or off. But it's like a 3-digit number, right? So it's not 3 separate things, we send it in one. Then it gets split up right here. And this does the same thing just for turning on. It adds 90 and 10 for 100, or it subtracts 9 and adds 10 for +1, or it just adds 10. So I'm pretty happy with this, to be honest. It feels pretty good of a solution for that problem. Yeah. Because it's a three-way thing again, like we need 3 separate options, and that's really not easy to do with our limited like logic stuff. Because we can't make like proper if statements and stuff. It's complicated. So I really like this test compares and then add, subtract, add. But the problem with this now is that if we run it, it all works fine. You know, ACK is 10, this is on. Then we get 1, 0, so we want to turn on 0. So we add a 1, so it's 11 now, so these 2 are turned on, it's all working fine. Then we get 1, 2, which means we want to turn on 2. That works fine. The problem now is that right now we have 5 time units of null signal, so our ACK goes to 5, ACK is 5, so we shut off everything by doing this from here. Send a 0, which shuts them all off, which is right. But the problem is that our ACK here does not get reset by that. So for, you know, as far as this is concerned, everything is still turned on, but everything is turned off. And I don't have a good way to reset that, because I would have to send something from here to here, but then that would have to be something that I test for. And that just breaks everything that I have here. And that's where I got stuck. And I also only have 1 line left here, so that's really bad too. And then I had, for a brief second, I had thought about adding a third thing and having the turn off sequence there. But then I also need to keep track of the status here with what I'm doing, so this can never work the way I'm doing it right now. I just can't, and I don't know how to fix that problem at all. Because I keep creating more problems. If I have the turning off part here, then I have enough lines here to test for the reset thing, but then I also need to send the reset thing here, and it just gets more and more complicated, and I hate it. So what we're doing instead is starting a new design and just hope that we can somehow make it work. I really think that this is a given, this has to be used. But I just don't know how I could make it work in one of these guys, basically. Because we have to move the input into that, I think. Right? It's just gonna be so hard to keep track of everything. Counting to 5, I need ACK for that, and I only have 1 variable left. It has to be 2 at least, right? But I have to do the counting. I have to do the counting in the same, on the same board as I have to do the, or the sending stuff, which is just bad. I thought I had an idea, but now I don't remember it. I guess I need to pour up my thing, this thing. All right, so what do we have? Let's see, what haven't we used? What would make sense to use? I don't really see anything. So, I mean, let's think about this logically. What do we want to do? We want to count to 5 and be able to reset to 0 if we get something that's not a 999 or minus 999. Alright, the digit stuff. I thought about using the digit stuff last time, but I wasn't sure if I could make it work. Because with DST, I can set a digit of a thing. So if I do DST specified by the first to the value of the second. So if I do DST 01, then it's going to make the first digit of ACK a 1. Because 0 is the first digit, right? So in like 113, the first digit would be the 3. So the first digit from like the right side, not from the left side. So I could probably utilize that. This would turn everything on. Yeah, this makes 111. The thing is that I can't do math with that. Unfortunately, like all of these, the add, subtract, multiply, the digit set or whatever this is short for, only work on ACK, not on that. And also I can only count on ACK, obviously, so that's a problem that I have for sure. I would still want to know is that 999, I guess. Actually, I could also do a test compares here, right? I could do a test compares on that -1. If it's lower than, I jump to the end. And also add 1 to ACK. Jump to the end, and the end would just be, I don't even know what the end would be. I guess this or something, who knows. And if it's greater than -1, then I want to yeah, the counting is going to be a problem, because if I do let's assume we still need 2, so we would want to sleep on X. I always praise them in a weird way where I can't read the port names anymore. We want to sleep on the X1. When you get something on X1, we need to do something with it. So we want to can I actually do this? Oh, X1. Can I repin twice? No, I can't. So I'd have to do that, I guess, and then do that, because that should work. That's much easier than what I had. Oh, I'm not doing anything here. I also need to send this here. No, I can't type. Why did this happen? The sense of 1 to that, and then it makes the 1 digit, which is the middle one, 1. So it makes 10. That's right. That's what you want. And I guess a 1 and a 2. The 1 goes into that. That's the wrong way around. I want to set the... Yeah, this way around. Man, this is so good. This is much better than what I had. Ah, man. Alright. Why did I not try that? I could prove it by uploading the hour of garbage footage, but... it doesn't work yet. Okay, we still need to shut off. If it's needed, then we want to move 0 into ACK. What you also want to do if it's this. So that's fine right here, I think. Because if it's a -1 now, it's going to ignore this and this and this and move 0 into ACK and sleep. And then here I just want to do is ACK 5, and if it is, man, extend the reset thing, which could be whatever we want it to be, I think. Oh yeah, we need to do, then I guess it's sort of a repeated code, which is not great, but whatever. So easy. Why? Sometimes, you know, it's just being stupid when you get stuck. You get stuck doing stupid things, and that's what happened to me here, clearly. So can I fit this on a smaller thing? How many lines do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can totally fit that on a small board. I guess it has to be like this still. Yeah, go back here though. Can I not fit that like that? Whatever, it's fine. So we wanna sleep on X0. Oh, we don't have that now, but you're not counting anything anyway. Or did I mess that up? Maybe not. Oh yeah, I can't do it on the small board because I only have one variable. So scratch that. Scratch that change, I guess. Because I need both variables, right? Yeah, I need both variables. Can't do that. And here I need both as well, do I? Actually, I could just Maybe I can make this work on a small board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 10 lines right now. But I will get rid of this and just test the input directly. But I can't send it, no, so I can't do that either. I would like to get rid of more stuff, but I can't. Is this as good as this can get? Can I save something somewhere? Probably not. This is so much easier. This is just one line for everything. For turning on and off. Well, I guess we're just gonna have to be happy with this the way it is, maybe. I mean, I would really like to trim it down more because yeah, there's so much space. But I can't do it without two variables on both, right? Because I'm counting here, I need to save the state of this here and also because I have to test it. I don't have to test it if... Let's see, can I make this work? I doubt it. But what if I, instead of sending a 456 and testing for that to do this, if I just send like... I would have to send a 0. No, I can't make it work. I was thinking I could use the digit thing, but I would have to have 3. I would have to send 3. I would have to send. Well, I guess I could. I could send 1. Oh, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, and this would like run 3 times to shut everything off. Then I could get rid of this. So what would that look like? I would get rid of this completely and this, I guess. And this and this. And then here I would instead send, let's make this a comment, I guess. We would send I don't have enough lines for this, right? I would have to send a 0, then a 1, then a 0, 0. Oh wait, what's the input thing again? Read another value and turn off that output. Yeah, 0 first to turn off, and then a 0, 1, and a 2. So we would have to send 6 values here. 0, 0. What am I doing? 0, 0, a 0, a 1, a 0, 2. And I don't have enough lines for that, do I? Because I would have. I could get rid of this one. But nothing else, right? No, I don't think I can make that shorter. Yeah, no. We're just fine with this for now. We beat Chrome in 2 of 3, so that's more than good enough, really. Sweet. Can't be too careful when you make robots, am I right or am I right? I'm learning some more casual style English from Cho. Good job. You scared me for a second there, Che, yes. Alright. Let's play some solitaire and then maybe look at the next thing or something. I don't know. I kind of feel bad because this is like short now and it's not like It's not because I was really fast, it's because I was really slow on this lever. But that's, you know, why this episode is short. But I don't know. I feel like that wasn't very good to watch anyway, what I had there for that more than an hour of video. Okay, so what do I want to achieve here? 44896. We'll have to clear out one entire thing to get rid of the 9. This 9, I mean. The 4s, I have 5s here, and I have a 6 and a 6, so that would not be a big deal. But we want to get rid of that 6 actually. And I don't have any 7s, because these are very much buried there. I could move the 9, could move the 3, could move the 6 and the 7. But then I'd have this 3 that I can't move. Well, I could move the 4 and then the 3. And I have an open slot here, and I could move the 9 down, or this 9 over. I'm not sure if that's a good move. Let's think about it. Or let's look at red actually. So red has 2 exposed already, which makes it more tempting to go for that, I guess. Only have 1 black to get rid of. Can we get that done? I still feel like that's a good move, but I might be very wrong there. It just feels like such a good move. That 5 is the wrong card for that 6, but I guess that works. And then this works. And then this. And this. I'm still not sure this was a good move. This was definitely a good move. Ah, it's the wrong card of 7. But we can do this. We could do this and this and this. Yeah, okay, we should be fine here. If you screw this up, then it's entirely on me. I still feel like it could be screwed up though. No, okay. Not a problem at all. Okay, very good. Let's do one more, and then maybe still look at the next set of instructions we need to work with at least. Alright. Or maybe we go back and optimize something old. That could also be fun. I didn't really check. Yeah, green is not very good. Red is not great. Black is pretty bad. I mean green, but green is covered like twice here. This is not good. We probably want to go for red. I just don't know how. Can get this red open very easily by moving this 5 here. And then we could move this red up and this 765 over here, and then the black one up, and you have another red exposed. No. Because if I move that 9, I can't move that 6 after. Ah, that's unfortunate. I can get this and this open, but not this. This might be bad. Oh, I can move this right here, and then the 6 over the 5 over. The 7 here, the 7 there. It gives me 2 and a 1. That's a good move, right? I think so. I'm not sure if that was smart, but I got an open slot and another 1, which is always worthwhile, I feel. We could move this here, which would free up a lot of space in another slot. Okay. Could move this, but then that's 6 again. That'd be in a bad spot. We could move it up. And then the black one up too. Do I have that right? I do. That's very good, okay. Oh. That's why that doesn't work. But there we go, another easy win. Sweet. And yeah, I mean, let's actually look at something very... Let's look at the first one. I never really did anything good with that. Can definitely make this better. What's this supposed to do? Active network or simple outputs. I don't remember anything about this. Control the active network outputs with fixed repeating signals as indicated in the verification tab. What is this even doing? Oh, is this just like the same thing over and over? Yeah. So it's just a very set thing. Okay. How does this work again? The Chen thing? I always forget how that works. 0 and then 6. Oh, on P0, I guess. And then also do does that work actually? It does, sweet. So that's already much better, because it's only 2 lines instead of 4. But we can make that definitely better still, because this is, what is this? This is, let's get rid of all of this. 4, 2, 1, 1. Okay, so we want to send off for 4, on for 2, and off for 1, I guess, and then on for 1, and off for 0, I guess. Right? Is this right? Not sure. Yeah, it is. It's down to 5 lines, which is probably as good as it can get. Somehow I'm using more power than Chrome. This makes no sense, but I guess that's the same he has for one of them. Power usage. Best 60 now 96. What? Previously 74. I'm confused. Actually, what I'm wondering here is, does this actually sleep for 4? Yeah, it does, right? Also, yeah, it doesn't matter. How could I use less power here? I don't know. As in, how is this using more power than the other? I don't get that. I'm very much confused by that. And how do you get to whatever that is? 2 lines of code? I mean, what? That doesn't make sense. Because it needs to be off first, and I can't have off first. I can just, like, otherwise I could have 6, 6. But then it would turn it on, off, instead of off, on, off, on, off, on. And I could sleep for 6 and then do this, but no, that would break it too. Because then it would work, and then not work. So how do you get down to 2 lines? That makes no sense. Because there's 1 line here and 1 line here. How can 1 line do all of this? That doesn't seem right. I don't trust this histogram. And the power usage thing I don't get either, but whatever. Let's optimize something else. Well, no, this is not going to be easy to optimize. Let's see. Well, let's... Recent Joy game. Okay, it's not actually a thing. So this one, Chrome only has 3 lines, we have 7. We can make this better for sure. What are we doing here? Button is a simple input connected to a button. Parse is a simple output connected to an electronic device. When the button is pushed, generate parses is indicated in the verification tab until the button is released. Oh, that's basically the same thing again, right? So if it gets... Yeah, we just want to know if it's 100. And if it is, we want to do on P1, 1, 0. And if it's not, we want to sleep. Is that it? Just need to save this just in case, because I want to have a working thing. Yeah. Somehow our power usage is much worse. I don't get it. Like, how is Chrome saving 20 power on this? Oh, I'm stupid because I'm doing this wrong. That should be better. 1, 1, obviously. I don't know why I always mess it up. 1 on parse and 1 off parse. And only sleep for 1 if the button isn't pressed. There we go. How long? Let's look at 1 more, I guess. That's already the same. That's already the same. We're not doing things that are already as good or better than Chrome. Somehow we have worse for power usage here. This time actually make a copy. I have no idea what this is anymore. Time is a simple input connected to a clock providing the current time. Where's time? Sensor alarm. On time, off time? Is this time? I guess. Sensor is a simple input connected to an infrared sensor. Sure. Alarm is an output connected to a silent alarm. Sure. When the current time equals the on time, the device should be armed. When the current time equals the off time, the device should be disarmed. This is more complicated than I had remembered. Okay, When the current time equals the off time, the device should be disarmed. Whenever the device is armed and the sensor reads at or above a value of 20, the alarm output should be active. The on and off times are set by the operator, blah blah blah. Alright. What are we doing here? We're looking at the on time. And if the on time is, if the current time equals the on time, we turn it on by moving 100 into ACK, I guess. And then we test if... Why do we test both right there? Does that make sense? Oh yeah, we turn on here, we turn off here. Right, that makes sense, I guess. And we move that to X2 and sleep. I guess so. I don't know. And what do we do here? We get the sensor input and we should sleep first and foremost, right? We get something, we put it into ACK, and then we test if this is lower than 20. That should already help us with the power, right? We're working on power here, I think. Should be sleeping much more here, so power usage should be better, I hope. Also, I don't need to sleep right here, right? Wait. I'm confusing myself now. Oh, we're still always sending something, so the sleep doesn't matter. Power usage is even worse. And lines of code are worse too, of course. So that doesn't make sense, because we're always sending something, we're always testing against 20 as well. Okay, what are we doing here? I see if this is... No, I just get it. It's 100 or it's 0. And then I test if this is lower than 20. And if it is not lower than 20, if it's 20 or more, then we put a 0 in and send that. And otherwise we send whatever we got. I feel like there must be a much better way to do this, but I can't think of it right now. But I can't like loop anything because I always need to be able to read the off when I get the off time thing from here. Huh. Yeah, I don't really know what to do with this to make it better. I mean, obviously, or like this is not a lot of lines, but I need the pins, right? That's why this is set up that way. Yeah, I need 3 experts and 1 normal pin, so I can't use a small chip, a small board. And if I get the sensor in here too, I don't have a pin to go out. That's why this needs to be here. Because I have an open pin here. But yeah, so I don't care about this one. This is too complicated, I guess. But yeah, that was a very successful episode. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.